Hi guys, so in this video pag-uusapan natin itong Heroes of Arcan.
Let's go!
Pag bago pa lang kayo sa channel, huwag niyong kalimutan na i-click yung subscribe button and palike na din ng video and mag-notify kayo para pag may bago tayong NFT game, may bago tayong review, manonotify kayo
And I
kaagad.
wish you the best of everything.
So ang Heroes of Arcan guys ay isang NFT game na nasa Wax blockchain. So ngayon lang ulit tayo mag-feature ng isang NFT game na nasa Wax blockchain. And ito nga kinontak nila tayo para i-promote yung game nila na Heroes of Arcan. So i-check natin lahat ng mga information about dito sa Heroes of Arcan, kung legit ba to, kung okay ba mag-invest dito, at pag-usapan natin kung saan kayo sasanib dito sa tatlong faction nila. Yung una ay ang Wishers, second yung The Conquerors, and yung third nila is the Preachers. So meron sila ditong play to earn feature, meron ding invest to earn, and lend to earn. Ito yung parang scholarship guys, lending ng mga NFTs. Tapos syempre meron tayong trade to earn, kasi nga Wax blockchain ito, so malaya tayong pwedeng ibenta yung mga NFTs natin sa Atomic Hub. So i-check natin muna yung play to earn. Sabi dito, Heroes of Arcan is a play to earn game in which players have the opportunity to earn money in the real world by collecting resources which can then be transferred into finished products to ensure the protection of Arcan. So ganun daw gagawin natin, ipoprotect daw natin yung Arcan. Check natin mamaya kung ano yung gameplay nila guys. Meron pa sila ditong invest to earn. Players who invest in game assets will be rewarded with advantages, speculations on cards and resources, staking to earn bonus and tokens. May lend to earn naman sila dito. Heroes of Arcan offers exclusive lands, yield cards, and possession rights, each unique and scarce, and is held in the owner's Wax wallet. And syempre yung trade to earn, alam na natin kung anong gagawin dyan. Ito naman yung mga lands nila. And based on their roadmap naman, nandito tayo sa Q2 2022 marketing campaign, PR campaign, NFT drop, private sales, Heroes of Arcan launch, Chapter 1 na nila, Atomic Hub Marketplace, NFT Blocks Marketplace. So yan yung mga magaganap ngayong Q2, Q3 naman, marketing development, marketing acquisition, Heroes of Arcan Universe development, and new key features. Ang Q4 naman nila, Heroes of Arcan mobile version. So magkakaroon na tayo ng mobile version sa Q4. Tapos yung Heroes of Arcan Chapter 2. Check din natin mamaya yung white paper nila after nitong tokenomics. Tingnan muna natin yung tokenomics nila. So makikita natin dito na meron silang 12.5% sa ICO. Bonus round naman nila is 1.5%. Private sales is 4%. Napakaliit ng private sale nila. So okay yan. Pre-sales nila plus worldwide is 9%. Staking rewards is 20%. Incentives and marketing is 4%. Meron din sila ditong referral system. So pwede tayong mag-invite at mag-refer dito at 4% yon. Team and founders is 15%. Advisory board is 5% and company reserve is 25%. Ito naman yung mga faction leaders, or sabihin na natin yung team behind the project. So andito yung guild leader nila, si Thomas, Bewitcher, si Isabel, Druid, Fabian, Craftman, si Lawrence. So yan yung mga pinangalan nila instead na CEO, CMO, etc. Ganyan na yung pinangalan nila dun sa team nila. Heroes naman, may mga guild manager dito, copywriter, artist, blockchain builder, engineer, and workers. Ito naman yung advisors and partners nila. So Wax, blockchain siya, Atomic Hub, NFT Blocks, Synapse, and many more. So i-check na natin kaagad yung white paper nila guys. Tignan natin kung anong meron dito sa white paper nila. So ayan, meron silang Project Genesis. Ito yung opportunity and market data. Tignan natin yung vision nila. So to create a fun and lucrative gaming universe around the social community and secure aspect. Mission naman nila is mainstreaming play to earn in heroic fantasy environment. Ito na yung hinahanap natin guys. Gameplay, resource and tools. Each player has the power to choose their fate by choosing the faction they want to belong to Each faction is given a resource bonus, gold for Wisers, wood for the Preachers, and food for the Conquerors. Yun yung tatlong faction na pinakita ko sa inyo kanina. After choosing their race and gender, players will then have to equip themselves with tools to start extracting resources. The three resources of the game are wood, gold, and food. To obtain these resources, tools will be necessary. So kailangan nyong mamili kung ano sa tingin nyo yung mas papaldo na resources. Katulad na lang sa Farmer's World, meron din tayong gold, wood, at saka food. Ang pumaldo doon nung first is gold, tapos nung mid game naman naging yung wood. Hanggang ngayon, wood pa rin yung pumapaldo dun sa Farmer's World. So you need to choose wisely. Mas maganda kapag hintayin nyo akong mauna dito guys, and papakita ko sa inyo kung ano yung papaldo na resources. So sa gold mining naman, meron silang sieve, pickaxe, tsaka sluice. Sa wood processing naman, meron silang tatlong tools dito. May axe, may saw, may chainsaw. And food exploitation naman, may trap, may bow, tsaka rifle. So para kayong maghahunt ng animals dito. The operation performance will be variable depending on the level of the working tools used. Meron din sila ditong bonus. Ito yung Dameka. So yung production, low yung sieve, regular yung pickaxe, high yung sluice, extra mecha yung extra sieve. So meron silang extra sieve na tool dyan. Ganun din dun sa mga tools para sa wood tsaka para sa food. And of course meron din tayo ditong repairing of tools para dun sa papaikot naman ng ecosystem nitong mga resources nitong Heroes of Arcan. Kasi kapag labas ng labas, kapag withdraw tayo ng withdraw, hindi natin nire-repair yung mga tools natin, mabilis lang ma-deplete yung rewards pool. Tsaka mas mabilis bumaba yung mga value ng mga token. So meron din silang energy and sustainability dito. Energy is 1 food gives 1 energy point, and durability is 1 gold gives 1 durability point. So parang nga siyang Farmer's World guys. At magkakaroon din ng new tools in Heroes of Arcan. There are various ways to acquire new tools. It is possible to receive it as a reward for the quest, to buy new tools, create them, and loot them. To craft a new tool, players must use the game token and 2 resources, wood and gold. So may crafting din dyan. Very similar yung gameplay nila. Yung wala lang dun sa Farmer's World dati, ito heroes. So heroes are independent and neutral beings. Whether they are wisers, conquerors, or preachers, they bear no allegiance to anyone and fight on behalf of the player that owns them. The stories of each hero will be gradually revealed before they are introduced into the game. Having a hero allows the player to search for chests and obtain rewards. Eventually, heroes will have the ability to complete quests, missions, etc. Each player will have 3 active hero slots and an additional reserve slot that can be acquired. These slots will be used to benefit from the hero's passive bonus. A player can have as many heroes as he wants, but only 3 can remain active. So meron tayong option dyan kung i-deactivate nyo yung mga extra heroes nyo or i-activate nyo kapag sobra yung hero nyo. For example, meron kayong 4 na hero, mamimili lang kayo dun kung ano yung gusto nyong i-active na hero. Syempre piliin nyo yung mas malakas na hero, mas malakas yung mining power. However, the passive bonus of a hero that is not on one of the 3 dedicated slot will not be taken into account. So hindi daw magwo-work yung passive bonus ng hero na yon, yung naka-deactivate. So yung mga nasa 3 slot lang na yon yung pwedeng mag-generate guys ng income. Bonuses related to the possession of heroes will be added and discussed later. Meron din sila dito yung chest, may potions din and enchantments dito, buildings, and syempre yung lands. Ito, lands and buildings, may marketplace. So pag-usapan naman natin yung Arcanium token guys. So there are 2 tokens, may dalawa silang token sa Arcan Universe. Holders will be eligible for reward for staking, playing, and participating in key governance votes. So yun yung gamit ng Arcanium token. The Arcanium Arca and Arcanix ARCS tokens are acquired to purchase in-game resources, price updated daily, buy in-game items, craft tools, obtain chests, and DAO. Our goal is to create links between players and developers to reward players who are the most active with Heroes of Arcan. So kailangan nyo daw maging active para magbigyan kayo ng reward dito sa Heroes of Arcan. And by encouraging them to keep their token to claim additional rewards, decentralize the ownership and establish governance of the token. This game aims to create a unique experience for each player who will be a real contributor of the community. This objective of decentralization will be carried out progressively and with prudence to avoid any stagnation or regression related to a potential inertia as the major decisions. So yan yung Arcanium token nila. Economic naman, nandito yung sustainability nila guys. Binasa ko ito kanina. And para sa akin okay siya guys. Okay yung ginawa nilang sustainability ng economy ng game dito kung babasahin nyo. And ilalagay ko nga pala itong white paper ng Heroes of Arcan sa description para mabasa nyo to, para hindi tayo magtagal. Medyo matagal kasi i-explain yung mga sinabi nila dito kasi detailed yung pag-explain nila dito ng sustainability ng economy ng game guys. Pupunta naman tayo sa tokenomics. Makikita natin dito na sinabi ko na itong tokenomics na to kanina. And may mas importante kasi tayong sasabihin sa inyo guys, itong ICO. Why participate in the ICO? The project is in its first phase. The private sale of tokens, the ICO will be able to get Arcan tokens at a much lower price than when the token will be released, because at its listing the Arcan will be worth more. So makukuha natin siya ng floor price guys kapag nandito tayo sa ICO, and pwede natin siyang i-hold hanggang sa lumabas yung game or hanggang sa lumabas itong public sale nila ng token nila guys. Tapos pwede na natin siyang ibenta. So easy profit lang yan kasi makukuha natin siya sa floor price. So ito naman yung ICO information. ICO will start in late April, beginning of May. To get access to the ICO, it will be needed to get whitelisted for the rounds. Pero except the bonus round guys. This is how many tokens will be sold in the private sale. 4 million token at $0.25 lang guys. So yan yung round 1 nila, $0.25 per Arcan. And yung minimum contribution natin is $500 minimum, maximum naman is $25,000. Vesting ito guys, 10% TGE. So 10% makukuha nyo na kaagad sa token generation event or sa listing nila dun sa PancakeSwap or sa listing nila dun sa Alcor Exchange or kahit saan mang exchange dyan na pwede itong token na to. Pero ito naman ang maganda dito guys, meron silang 3 cliff which is 12.5% per month during 7 months. Round 2 naman 0.35 per Arcan, so mas mahal na pero mas mura yung minimum contribution natin para naman dun sa mga nagtitipid. $250 lang, maximum contribution nila is $25,000. Vesting is 15% TGE, medyo mas malaki. 3 cliff din for 17% per month during 5 months. Round 3 naman is 0.50 per Arcan. Minimum contribution is 150 lang guys. So medyo mas mura yung minimum contribution dito. Max contribution niya is 25,000 pa rin. Vesting is 25% TGE plus 15% per month during 5 months. Mas prefer ko naman itong 25% TGE guys. Kasi based sa experience ko, mas malaki talaga yung kinikita natin during TGE. Except dun sa CryoWar lang. Kasi yung CryoWar tuloy-tuloy kasi yun na malaki every month. Pero yung mga tokens natin na bago ngayon, parang napapansin ko na sa TGE lang sila nagpa-pump and pababa na siya ng pababa on the succeeding months. And ito guys, the rounds will follow one another without a break. So sunod-sunod na talaga yan. Payment method nila is Ethereum, BNB, BTC, USDT Tether, USDC, USD Coin. Other information, KYC, this is a mandatory for your payments to be validated. However, you can perform them after making the payment to make sure you can reserve your Arcan in time. You'll have to prove your identity by submitting a national ID, passport, and pictures. So kailangan talaga yan guys, lalong-lalo na dito sa WAX, lagi silang humihingi ng mga KYC. So refund naman, so pag-usapan naman natin yung refund. If you do not complete the KYC within the required time frame, have an invalid KYC, submit an incorrect transaction link or TX hash, or your wire transfer does not reach us, your contribution will be cancelled and the funds received will be refunded naman guys. So hindi tayo mai-scam dito. Ito naman yung referral system nila. The ICO will let you the opportunity to refer friends for the open round. Details coming soon. So it's win-win situation daw to encourage to spread the word. So kung gusto nyo tumalpak dito, make sure na marami kayong mare-refer guys para tiba-tiba, paldo-paldo tayo dito kapag ganyan yung nangyari. So ano naman ang benefits of participating? By investing early in the project, you would have the chance to get the token very cheap compared to the public listing that will be around the same time than the game launched. The public listing token listed on exchange will be above 0.70. Also, by being early, you would have possibility to stake your tokens and get access to bonuses such as whitelist for NFT drops or special airdrops. So yan yung mga advantage nyo guys kapag early adopter kayo dito and kapag early participant kayo nitong ICO ng Heroes of Arcan Wax Blockchain guys. Check naman natin itong marketing plan nila. So wala pang masyadong plano dito, yung pinakita lang nila is yung faction. Check naman natin itong marketing plan nila. So meron ditong networking, content creation, tapos growth. Yan yung mga plano nila. May SEO, may ads, pitch deck, videos and interviews, influencer marketing, investor marketing, and press release. Roadmaps, chinek na natin yan kanina. Team and advisors, makikita natin dito kung docs itong team na to guys. Meron silang link doon. So yan yung LinkedIn ni Thomas Gio, wala siyang picture. Check naman natin yung isa. Ito yung Bewitcher nila, si Isabel F. So yan, docs nga siya guys. Meron siyang 292 connections and Chief Operating Officer siya ng Heroes of Arcan. Nakalagay naman dyan. Check natin yung iba. Itong si Druid. Si Druid naman ay walang picture. And yung Craftsman. Last na i-check na natin to, Craftsman. Tignan natin kung may picture siya dito. Kailangan ko daw i-verify yung LinkedIn natin. So hindi ko nagagawin yan. Anyway, check nyo na lang guys since hindi ako makalagin sa LinkedIn ko. Kaya hindi sila nagbubukas. Partnership naman nila, Wax, Nifty Blocks. Sinabi ko na lahat yan kanina. Legal notice, meron din sila dito. Questions naman, what are NFTs? What blockchain does Heroes of Arcan use? Wax blockchain. What is Heroes of Arcan? Sinagot na natin yan kanina. What is a hero? How to get food gold, what is durability, what is energy. Lahat ng ito guys nasabi ko na rin kanina. So yun lang guys yung review natin about dito sa Heroes of Arcan. Yung pinakamahalagang message lang naman dito guys is yung ICO nila. Kung gusto nyong sumama dun sa, kung gusto nyong mag-participate dun sa ICO nila guys, ilalagay ko yung link ng mga information sa description. I-check nyo na lang yon. So yun lang guys para sa review natin na ito. Kapag bago pa lang kayo sa channel, huwag nyong kalimutan na i-click yung subscribe button. Click nyo na din yung notification bell. Set nyo yan sa all para every time na meron tayong bagong review, bagong NFT game, or potential tokens na parang ganito, manonotify kayo. Yun lang guys, maraming salamat. Bye-bye.
Disclaimer. This content is for education and entertainment purposes only. Galaran TV does not provide investment advice. The information is being presented without consideration of the investment objectives, risk tolerance, or financial circumstances of any specific investor and might not be suitable for all investors. Past performance is not indicative of future results. All investing involves risk, including the possible loss of principal. Some videos have benefactors. Always do your own research. Never invest more than you are willing to lose.